It's Tisha B'Av. What if you're going through the motions, you're sitting on the floor, you're wearing your Crocs, your on-cloud sneakers, but you don't feel that you're able to connect to the Churban Beis HaMikdash. You don't feel you can connect so far back. It happened so long ago. You don't feel the implications today. You don't feel that you could cry over the Beis HaMikdash. What are you supposed to do? I think the answer is that sometimes we have to connect to the past by connecting to the present. By realizing by what we're lacking today in our present day lives is not just a matter of today, but it's actually connected back to our past. It's connected to the fact that we don't have a Beis HaMikdash any longer. I once asked my Rav, Rabbi Cyril Tversky, I said, there's so many different mahalchim, so many different ways on how it's going to be when Mashiach comes. How is a person supposed to look forward to what it's going to be like when Mashiach comes when you don't know the answer of how it's truly going to be when Mashiach comes? Different Mefarshim, different commentaries give different explanations of how life is going to be after Mashiach comes. And my Rav answered, he said, there's one common denominator, there's one thing, there's one idea that everybody agrees on. And that is that once Mashiach comes, there will no longer be Hester Panim. There will no longer be the hidden face of Hashem. Hashem will no longer be concealed from us. It'll be a time of Giloy, a complete openness, of revelation. We all have in our own lives, we all have the difficulties, the nisyanis that we go through. For one person, it may be difficulties with parnasa. For another family, it's illness or chas v'shalom, death. There's all sorts of troubles that we go through. And we all experience in our lives, we all experience Hester Panim, a time where it seems that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that Hashem is completely concealed from us. We don't see Hashem, we don't see the face of Hashem. It's darkness. We have to realize that the reason why that we have that Hester Panim right now is because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash. That when there was a Beis HaMikdash, the Gemara tells us things were different. It was a time of perfection, just like it will be again when Mashiach comes. When there was a Beis HaMikdash, the Gemara tells us there weren't parnasat problems. There weren't any issues because all the Averis got a kapara right away. When a person did an Avera, he brought a carbon. And if there wasn't a specific carbon for that Avera, the Gemara tells us that the carbon that they brought in the morning was mechaper, it atoned for all the Averas that had been done the previous night. The carbon that was tamid that was brought in the evening was mechaper, it atoned for all the Averos that were done that day. Therefore, we didn't have to have the troubles that we have now. But what we're going through right now is because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash. The difficulties that we have right now are because we are in Gullus, because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash. That is the source for our present day difficulties, our present day tribulations that we go through right now. You know, the Megillas Eicha starts off, Eichva Yashva V'dad, how is it that she sits alone, referring to Yerushalayim? I think right now is a time that we all have this feeling that we see that Eretz Yisrael sits alone, literally alone. Israel has no friends in the world. And the Jews, generally speaking, as well. We seem so much more vulnerable today than we've seemed in such a long time. Countries that we once thought of as friends are revealing their true colors. Podcast hosts, politicians, news media that we once thought of as being aligned with us, as being allied with us, as being friends with us, are revealing their true colors. Israel and the Jews in general are in a very vulnerable position right now. And why is that? It's because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash. It's because we're in Gullus. All the uncertainty that we face is why? Is because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash. We have to try to find a few minutes to reflect on this idea throughout the day of Tisha B'Av, to sit down and think about whatever it is that I'm struggling with right now, because we have so much of an easier time connecting to the difficulties that we have right now. connecting to those difficulties and thinking and contemplating and realizing that why do I have this difficulty? It's because right now there is Hester Panim, there's concealment of Hashem. Why is there Hester Panim right now? Because we're in Gullus, because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash. And how will that change? That will change when Mashiach comes. There will be a Gilui Shekhinah. There will no longer be a time of Hester Panim. You know, Baruch Hashem, we live in a time where there's so much programming for Tisha B'Av. Whether it's speeches, podcasts, videos, it's truly incredible. It's mind-boggling. It's unbelievable the amount that we could take on Tisha B'Av, the amount of inspiration that we could take and to be inspired. But sometimes that could also come at a cost, where we lose a bit of feeling, we lose the ability to touch a place deep inside of us, a place of quiet, personal reflection. And that's what we have to strive to do, to take a few minutes to touch a place deep within us, to connect deep within us to what we are lacking right now. Connect that back, connect to the present, and then take our present day difficulties, connect that back to the lack of Beis HaMikdash. Realize how it will change when we have Mashiach, and that'll give us the ability to really say, Hashivenu Hashem Elecha v'Neshuva, return us to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and we will return. Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem, renew our days like the days of old.